ridiculous, and they're undercutting the market.
Premier Doug Ford sounding off on Mexico today, accusing the country of allowing Chinese cars, auto parts, and other products into Canadian and American markets.
What I'm proposing to the federal government, we do a bilateral trade deal with the U.S., and if Mexico wants a bilateral trade deal with Canada, God bless them.
Ford's comments come after the president-elect Donald Trump has vowed to review the U.S.-Canada-Mexico trade agreement, and one expert says he doesn't expect Ford's suggestion will come to pass.
Doug Ford has absolutely no say or not, right, in whether or not Mexico stays in the agreement or not. I don't think that's likely. The United States may have plans for Canada and Mexico in this renegotiation period of the Canada-U.S.-Mexico agreement. But it's certainly nothing indicates that the Trump administration would be interested in kicking Mexico out.
The man who does have a say in international trade policy responded to Ford's idea Tuesday.
All of our partner democracies around the world have expressed varying degrees of concern about Chinese overcapacity, around unfair trade practices that the Chinese economy is inflicting on the world, and we're all working in different ways to try and prevent that.
American officials have raised concerns about Chinese-owned car plants popping up in Mexico, which, in a worst-case scenario, could see the companies exploiting the North American trade agreement to send low-cost EVs north without hefty tariffs. Ford says the situation could threaten the livelihood of Canadian and American workers, while Canada's auto parts lobby hopes everyone can come to an understanding.
But a lot of Canadian companies are heavily invested in Mexico to make parts for cars where our customers, our car maker customers, want us to. And so we'd like to see Mexico solve that issue satisfactorily for Washington and Ottawa so that we can all continue making cars all together.
In making his statements, some think Ford may be trying to deflect America's attention.
We have a Trump administration just taking shape. A lot of the old protectionists, the tariff-friendly people ending up back in there. And so, he's probably trying to get some kind of message out, either from his perspective, from Ontario, or perhaps a Canadian perspective, right, on where the real threats are, right, to the U.S. economy.
That expert adds that Chinese electric vehicles likely won't end up in the U.S. because of security policies, which ban vehicles with Chinese software from the country. Lane Harrison, CBC News, Toronto.